kidding me, Chelsea? Your car is in our parking spot again. How many times do I have to tell you to stop doing that? Well, good morning to you too. What's with the tone? Sounds like somebody got up on the wrong side of the bed today. Don't play dumb. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That is our parking space. We pay a good chunk of change for it too. You can't just leave your car there whenever you feel like it. What's the big deal? It's not like anyone was using it. I was only there for a couple hours yesterday, and maybe the day before that, and, last week too. But that's not the point. Are you even hearing yourself right now? You've been parking there constantly for weeks. It's not yours. I don't care if it's empty. It's not available. But your husband's not even home, is he? Isn't he still out of town? I don't see the harm if it's just sitting there completely empty for weeks on end. That empty space is part of our lease. We use it when he's back. And when we have guests. And it doesn't matter if it sits empty for a week, a month, or even a year. It's ours. Wow, okay. I just figured, better someone use it than have it go to waste. It's not like I'm costing you any money by parking there. Oh, how generous of you. So now you're doing me a favor by stealing my space? Stealing is such a strong word. I'm just borrowing it. Neighbors help neighbors, right? Some people ask for a cup of sugar. Some people ask for help taking care of their pets. All I'm asking for is some help when I want to park downtown. Help? You didn't ask. You never ask. You just park like you own the place. That's not neighborly. That's disrespectful. What's disrespectful is getting this worked up over a slab of pavement. Come on, Kalia. There are real problems in the world. Starving children, civil war, disease, poverty. Shouldn't you be more focused on those problems? Oh, don't you dare minimize this. You are repeatedly ignoring boundaries and acting like you're entitled to my things. Just because it's a parking spot and not a car doesn't make it free. Honestly, it's closer to the supermarket than my space. It's kind of perfect. You should try it sometime. I do, when I can actually use the space I'm paying for, which I can't because you keep squatting in it like it's your own personal valet zone. Yikes, you sure are dedicated to being feisty today. Look, I would move it now, but I've got an appointment in 20. Can we pick this up later? No, we're not picking this up later. You're done parking there. I don't care if the entire lot's half empty. You are not entitled to it. Sheesh, you don't have to be so territorial. I just thought we had the kind of relationship where we could be flexible. Guess I was wrong. Anyways, gotta go. Toodles! Chelsea, this conversation is not over. Unbelievable. If your car is still there when I get home, I am calling the property manager.
Hey, babe, how's everything back home? Kids driving you nuts yet?
They're loud, sticky, and somehow still alive, so I'd call it a win. You surviving out there?
Barely, but I've got news. Kind of big news.
Okay. Good big or bad big?
I'm getting transferred. Official word came down this morning.
Transferred? Wait, where? Oh, please don't say somewhere like Alaska.
Not Alaska, but not that far off. It's Minneapolis.
Minneapolis? That's halfway across the country. Are you serious?
Dead serious. They're opening a new regional office. They need people who know the systems inside out. I'm one of 5 they're sending to help get things running.
Wow, I didn't even know your company had plans for Minnesota.
They didn't. It's a new direction, logistics expansion. The kind of thing they hope turns into a 10-year operation.
10 years? That's not a transfer, that's a relocation.
Yeah, and they're asking me to consider bringing the family. And you know what that means. New house, new schools, the whole package.
Wait, they want all of us to move?
Yeah, and here's the kicker. They flagged your name in my file. HR saw you used to work for the company. They're assuming you'll understand the process better than most spouses.
Oh my God, of course they did. I helped them streamline one policy 5 years ago, and now I'm the poster wife for seamless relocation?
Could be worse. They're covering all of our moving costs. Plus, they're offering a housing stipend. It might be a smart change. We could be looking at better schools, a bigger house, and a safer neighborhood.
Yeah, the kids are still young enough that switching school districts won't mess them up too much. But we'd have to sell this place, or at least rent it out, and I'd need to find a new job.
We'll figure it out. I was thinking I'd fly back this weekend so we can talk with both sets of parents. Get their thoughts too.
That's a good idea, but just a heads up, the second I tell my mom we're moving to the snow belt, she's going to act like I've chosen exile.
I think she'll live. Barely.
You know what, though? If we do this, that means no more drama with Chelsea.
Oh God, she's still parking in our spot, isn't she?
Some people just can't take a hint. I texted her about it yesterday, and she tried to act like she was helping us by using it. I swear I am one more incident away from calling a tow truck.
Well, one upside of moving, we cancel the lease on the parking spot. Let her fight the next tenant instead.
Honestly, it would have been worth it for that alone.
All right, so I gotta go now. I'll see you this weekend. Love ya.
Love you too. See you soon. Chelsea, I just got a call from one of my neighbors. You parked in our space again. Yeah, I did. Your point? You weren't using it, right? That's not the point, and you know it. This is not the first time I've had to bring this up. It's more like the 100th. That space is ours. We pay for it. You may not use it. It's just sitting there empty. I don't get why you're so obsessed with an empty spot. It's not like anyone's fighting me for it. You're fighting the person who pays for it every single month. Just because we're not in it 24/7 doesn't make it yours by default. Okay, but your husband's still out in Minneapolis or wherever, right? It's not like he's pulling into the driveway every night. I'm just saving myself a long walk from the metered lot. It's smart, not selfish. Actually, Jason's back in town now, so starting this week, that spot is in full use again. So whatever system you thought you had is going to end now. He's back? Wow, okay. But does he really need to park there every single day? I mean, there are plenty of other parking spots downtown. He can always pop a few quarters into a parking meter. Wow, gee, that sure is a great idea, Chelsea. That gives me an even better idea. How about you go and pop a few quarters into a parking meter? Are you kidding me and risk getting hit by the psycho drivers around here when getting out of my car? Oh, so it's okay for my husband to be exposed to that risk, but not you? You sound like a landlord or something. You're really gonna throw a fit over 6 feet of concrete? Yes, actually, because I am tired of asking you to stop touching what doesn't belong to you. God, you are so uptight. No wonder no one borrows sugar from you. You act like I broke into your house or something. For all intents and purposes, that's exactly what you're doing. This is the final warning, Chelsea. Stop parking in that space. Wow, it's about time you guys left that spot open for me. It felt so great to just slide right into that space like I used to. It felt like coming home again. You what? Oh my God, Chelsea, tell me you did not really park there. And why shouldn't I? You weren't using it, and neither was anybody else. That makes it fair game. Chelsea, listen to me. You really cannot leave your car in that spot, especially not now. Relax, it was wide open. If no one's using it, I don't see the problem. You don't see the problem? You're about to abandon your car for 3 months in a space that legally belongs to someone else. And how lucky am I that one of my best friends is that somebody else? Anyway, I gotta go. I'm heading to Europe with my parents. It's a big celebration for their 40th wedding anniversary. My husband's out of town, so I left the kids with his folks. The timing worked out great. I'm about to spend 3 months touring the most scenic locations in Europe. Isn't that awesome? Chelsea, you can't just dump your car in a stranger's spot and leave the country. Sure I can. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. Anyway, my plane's leaving soon, so I gotta grab my bags. I'll talk to you later. Oh, and just so you don't keep bugging me with pointless texts about your parking space, I'm gonna mute you now. Ta-ta! Chelsea, no! There's something I need to tell you. That space isn't ours anymore. We canceled the lease weeks ago. Chelsea! Chelsea, are you reading these? Oh no, she already muted me. Talia, where is my car? What did you do? Well, hello there, Chelsea. Welcome back. Did you enjoy your trip? Don't get cute with me. I just got back from the airport and went to my parking space, but my car was gone. Not moved, not towed, just gone. Where is it? Don't ask me. I have no idea. Liar, you knew I parked it there before I left. You knew I was going overseas. It must have been you. You had it towed somewhere. Admit it. I have no authority to have anyone's car towed from that space, Chelsea. We canceled our lease well before you left for Europe. I told you about it, but you didn't listen. No, you did not. You never said anything about that. Yes, I did. Scroll up. You'll see it. Oh my God. You did tell me. If only you had waited just a few seconds longer to mute me. Why didn't you remind me? Why didn't you make sure I understood? You just let me leave it there like a trap? You blocked me, remember? I couldn't say anything even if I wanted to. Well, you could have emailed me or something, but instead you just stood there and watched as my car got stolen. I didn't watch anything, Chelsea, but if you really want to know what happened, I'll tell you what I heard. What? What happened to my car? Tell me right now. A friend in the area told me that the guy who rented it after us was, well, from a part of society that most people don't want to interact with. The day he came home to find your car in his space, he got a teensy bit upset. So, he got rid of your car. Got rid of it? What's that supposed to mean? Specifically, it means he and his associates took a baseball bat, tire iron, and sledgehammer to it, then had it hauled off. What? You mean you allowed my car to get trashed and stolen by some kind of mobster? That's it, I'm coming to your house right now. You don't get to hide behind your smug little text while my car vanishes into thin air. We are settling this face to face. I wouldn't waste your time, Chelsea. We don't live there anymore. What are you talking about? We moved a few weeks ago. Jason got transferred away for work, so we all moved together. You moved? No, that's not possible. You can't just move. I parked my car in your parking space. Once again, that space was already not ours at the time that you illegally parked it there. So what, you just skipped town while I was gone and you didn't say anything? How would I tell you anything? You muted me. You could have emailed me. You could have left a note on the windshield telling that mobster guy not to touch it. You ran away from your responsibilities to me, knowing full well someone else was moving in. Run away? Get over yourself. The move was completely about work and not about you at all. Well, okay, being rid of you was a nice perk, I guess. You abandoned me. You left me to deal with this disaster on my own. It was never my disaster to begin with. You don't get to act like this wasn't your fault. If you'd just watched the damn car like a decent person, none of this would have happened. Chelsea, you parked illegally and then muted me. I don't owe you surveillance. Fine, then give me your new address right now. Not happening. But Kalia, you don't understand. That car I parked there, it's not even mine, it's my husband's. He let me borrow it while he was out of town. I told him I'd take care of it. Then I suggest you explain it to him. Don't you understand what I'm saying? He's going to completely lose it. That car was everything to him. He waxed it every weekend. He bought custom rims. If he finds out I left it in someone else's parking spot and it's not just towed but destroyed. It seems to me like you could have avoided this situation by parking legally. God, stop being so smug. This isn't funny. He's gonna kill me. He already thinks I'm irresponsible. This is gonna confirm every single thing he says about me. I can't afford this right now. Did he really need any more confirmation than he already had? Please, I am begging you. Do you know who took over the lease? Can you at least give me a name, a phone number, anything? No, I told you we ended the lease and moved out of state. Whoever rents it now, I've never met him, thank God. But you said you heard something. You have to know something, please. Even if it's destroyed, I can always get it repaired. But if I can't track it down, I won't even be able to do that. Are you sure you even want to get in contact with that guy? If he's the kind of guy willing to bust up a car when he gets angry, imagine what he'll do to you. I didn't think this would happen. I thought the car would be safe. Well, it wasn't. What am I supposed to tell my husband, huh? Can you tell me that? Now I have to go home and tell him I lost his car. He is never gonna forgive me for this. And that's entirely your problem. Please, don't leave me like this. I'm begging you. I already left. I am halfway across the country right now, so even if I wanted to help you, which I don't, I can't. Talia, please! You really should have moved the car. After all the screaming died down, Chelsea went home to find her house half empty. Her husband had already left, taking their kids, the dishes, even the TV with him. Apparently the new renter tracked him down in person, furious about the car being parked in his space. Chelsea's husband didn't argue with him. He towed the wreck out of whatever alley it ended up in and scrapped it himself. After that, the neighborhood talked. A lot. About the screaming, the new neighbor, and the woman who left a car in someone else's spot for 3 months. Her husband couldn't take the shame, so he packed up and disappeared. Chelsea's alone now. She lives in a tiny apartment, working a dead-end job on most nights and weekends. Her ex divorced her and demanded $10,000 for the car. She asked her parents for help with the bill, but they turned her down. It's crazy to think that all she had to do to avoid this situation was park the car somewhere else. Or, take the bus or something. Instead, she paid a pretty hefty price for a little convenience.
Leona, what the hell is wrong with you? You stole my fiancé and you're pregnant with his child?
Wow, Amy, dramatic as ever. I didn't steal anyone, okay? Let's not turn this into some cheesy soap opera. People fall out of love and into new ones all the time. It happens.
Don't you dare minimize what you did. You're pregnant with Kyle's baby and you waited until the week of my wedding to tell me. You didn't just fall in love, Leona. You schemed your way into his life behind my back for half a year.
Honestly, if you'd been paying better attention, maybe you wouldn't be so surprised. Kyle and I have had something real for a while now. You were just too busy obsessing over napkin colors to notice. And yeah, the baby's his. That's not a scandal, it's a blessing.
A blessing? You wrecked my engagement, sabotaged my wedding, and are parading around like you deserve a medal. Do you have any idea how cruel you're being right now?
Cruel? Oh, come on, Amy. Spare me the victim speech. You were always going to mess this up. Kyle just realized it before it was too late. He needed someone with ambition, someone who actually fits his world, and that someone is me.
No, what he needed was honesty and loyalty, not some twisted manipulator with a god complex. And I can't believe you're still pretending this is about love. It's about money, power, and your obsession with always one-upping me.
You're so predictable. Just because I'm marrying a successful man doesn't mean I'm some gold digger. I mean, let's be real. You weren't exactly a prize, Amy. A freelance translator with a weird wardrobe and no drive. You looked like his charity case.
Say whatever you want about me, but I never betrayed my own sister. You watched me plan that entire wedding. I poured my heart into every detail. And you just stood there smiling the whole time, knowing you were going to rip it all away.
And you did such a beautiful job with the planning. Really, I mean it. The venue is gorgeous. The guest list is curated perfectly. And the dress? Oh, Amy, it fits me like it was designed for my body. It's almost poetic, isn't it? You set the stage, and now I get to shine.
You are sick. You're using my wedding as your launch pad, wearing my dress, walking down an aisle that was supposed to be mine. How can you live with yourself?
Easily. I slept great, actually. Look, I already told all my friends that the bride has changed. You might want to let your side know, too, just so they don't embarrass themselves when they show up. You can still attend if you want. Maybe sit quietly in the back and clap like a good little sister.
Kyle told me just yesterday he was thinking about canceling the whole thing. He said it didn't feel right. You don't think that matters?
Oh, he did say that for a second. But don't worry, I handled it. I made sure the ceremony's still happening.
What do you mean you handled it?
I paid off the wedding planner. She understands the situation, and she knows better than to get in my way. Kyle can waffle all he wants, but the reality is that altar is waiting for me.
You're actually proud of yourself for bribing someone to hijack my wedding?
Oh, please, don't be so melodramatic. I didn't hijack anything. I simply stepped into a role that fits me better than it ever fit you. Let's face it, this was never your fairy tale, Amy. It was just a warm-up act.
You are delusional if you think this ends with you living happily ever after. You've built your fantasy on lies, betrayal, and a child you used as a bargaining chip. It's going to crumble, Leona, and when it does, I won't be there to help pick up the pieces.
And you're delusional if you think anyone cares. The world rewards confidence and beauty, things you never had. So sit this one out, Amy. Watch from the sidelines while I live the life you only dreamed about.
Hey, Amy, sorry to message out of the blue, but is it true? My mom told me something earlier and I didn't know whether to believe her or not.
Hi, Rich. Yeah, I figured she'd find out sooner or later. What exactly did she say?
That the wedding's off, that there was a switch, and that Leona's now the bride. Amy, is that actually happening?
Yeah, it's true. Leona's marrying Kyle instead of me. This weekend, in the same venue, in the same dress.
God, I was hoping it was just a rumor or some horrible misunderstanding. I'm so sorry, Amy. I can't even imagine how that must feel.
It's like someone peeled my skin off while smiling to my face. She watched me plan every inch of that wedding and said nothing. She waited until the very last moment to tell me, like she wanted to twist the knife as slow as possible.
My God, and Kyle just went along with it?
Apparently he was sleeping with her for half a year. She told him she's pregnant, and that sealed the deal, I guess. He didn't even look me in the eye when he left.
Hold on, she really is pregnant?
Yeah, at least that's what she claims, and judging by how fast she moved in, I doubt she's lying.
That's kind of what I wanted to ask you about, actually. I heard that detail from somewhere else, not from Mom.
Wait, what? How would you know that if I didn't tell anyone?
Let's just say someone reached out. I'm not trying to stir things up, I promise. I just wanted to make sure what I heard wasn't some exaggeration.
No, you're not stirring. You're just the first person who asked me anything without making it worse. And yeah, she said she's pregnant. She's using it like a crown.
I'm so sorry you're dealing with this, and I don't even have the words. I've known you both my whole life, and I never thought Leona would do something like this to you.
Me neither. I've been sleeping in 10-minute intervals and living on tea and adrenaline. I keep waiting for it all to be some elaborate prank. But every time I check my phone, I'm reminded that no, this is real. This is happening.
Look, if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you just have to say it. Even if you need to get out of town or pack or move stuff, I'm here, okay?
That means a lot, Rich. Thank you. Actually, I've already started packing. I'm getting out of here tonight. I don't care how late it is. I can't spend another second in this apartment surrounded by wedding decorations for a wedding that's not mine anymore.
Wow, that hits way too hard. Are you going to stay with your parents for a while or just go somewhere quiet?
I haven't figured that part out yet. All I know is I need to be anywhere but here. I need to not see that whiteboard with the seating chart. I need to not open the fridge and see the cake sample. I just need air.
I get it. You've been blindsided and stomped on and expected to smile through it. It's okay not to know your next step yet. What matters is getting somewhere safe.
I'm trying. Honestly, texting with you is the calmest I've felt all week.
That's what cousins are for, right? Seriously, though, I hate that this happened to you. And I hope Leona knows what she's done, because from where I'm standing, this is unforgivable.
I don't think she cares. She thinks she's won, that she took the prize. But all she's really done is nuke her own future. She just doesn't realize it yet.
If she thinks happiness can be built on betrayal, she's in for a rude awakening. You'll land on your feet, Amy. You always do. Just promise me you'll rest, even if it's just for a night.
I promise. Thanks, Rich, really. I didn't know how much I needed to hear that until now.
Anytime. Text me when you get wherever you're going, okay?
I will. And, Rich, thanks for treating me like a human being. That's been rare lately.
You don't have to thank me for that. You just focus on getting through tonight. Everything else can wait.
Amy, just wanted to let you know your dress fits me like a dream. I mean, it's a little simple, but that's fine. I've got the personality to bring out its full potential. Honestly, it looks better on me than it ever would have on you. And Kyle, he's going to lose his mind when he sees me at the altar. The man is about to marry a goddess and not some mousy little translator in kitten heels. You're wearing my dress like it's a prize, like something you snatched just to prove you could. You're turning this whole thing into a twisted performance. Well, it is a performance, Amy. That's what weddings are. I just happen to be a better leading lady. You should have bowed out gracefully. You're just dragging this on. Leona, I am not here to argue with you. I am trying to give you one last chance to walk away before this explodes. Explodes? What are you even talking about? You sound completely unhinged. Aiden is on his way to the venue. He knows you're getting married today, and he is not just coming to watch. Wait, Aiden? How do you even know about him? Rich, he's friends with Aiden. They talk. Rich put the pieces together and told me everything. That's how I found out what you did. Oh, that's Rich. You're seriously taking your cues from a college dropout and our nosy cousin? Even if Aiden shows up, he's just some bitter ex. I can handle him. You don't understand. He's angry. He thought he was going to build a life with you. He's been telling people that baby is his. If he shows up and says that in front of the guests, then I'll deny it, cry a little, say he's obsessed. People love a good scandal. It'll pass. It won't pass if he lashes out, Leona. This isn't just about you or Kyle anymore. There are guests, vendors, staff, a bunch of people who don't deserve to be dragged into your mess. If he causes a scene in the chapel, it could get ugly. Fast. You don't think I know what you're doing? You're just trying to scare me out of going through with marrying Kyle, and it's not going to work. You keep thinking you're untouchable, but if today goes wrong and your wedding turns out to be the horrible disaster it deserves to be, don't say I didn't warn you. Amy, please answer me. I don't know what to do. I need help. Everything's falling apart. He actually came. Aiden actually showed up. I thought you were bluffing. I thought you were just being bitter. But oh my God, Amy, he was really there. So, I take it the ceremony didn't go quite the way you envisioned? It was a disaster. You don't even know the half of it. There were barely any guests to begin with. Mom and Dad didn't even show up, and half the seats were empty. And then he came in right when the music started, and he started shouting in front of everyone. What did he say? Oh, wait, let me guess. He told the whole room that you're carrying his child. Yes, he screamed that I lied, that I betrayed him, that I used him for his money and then ditched him the second I found someone richer. He said I tricked Kyle into raising a child that wasn't his, right there in the chapel. Well, he wasn't wrong, was he? Amy, please, I'm begging you. I didn't think it would go like this. I thought I could handle it, but it's all crumbling and people were staring and whispering. And then Kyle he looked at me like I was a stranger. He probably finally saw you clearly. Took long enough. The priest left. Guests started walking out. Someone was filming. I saw them. My best friend ran out the side door. I think she was crying. And you're only crying now because you lost control. You're not sorry, Leona. You're just humiliated. I am sorry, okay? I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I just wanted something better. I wanted a future, a real one, with someone who could take care of me. I didn't think Aiden would. I didn't know he'd take it all so seriously. He dropped out of college for you. You told him you wanted to meet his parents. You said you were carrying his child. And then the next day, you ghosted him for Kyle. I panicked, okay? Aiden was nice, but I thought his family was rich. And then I realized Kyle's company was on the whole other level, so it made more sense logically. So you traded Aiden for a better prize, and you faked the paternity of your own child to seal the deal. It wasn't like that. I didn't plan it from the beginning. It just sort of happened that way. And once I told Kyle the baby was his, it was too late to go back. No, Leona, it wasn't too late. It was too inconvenient. You were more scared of losing the ring than you were of the truth. He won't talk to me now. He just walked out. Didn't even say a word. He looked at me like I was something rotten. And now I'm sitting here in this stupid dress, and I don't know where to go or who to call. So you thought, why not call the sister I betrayed and humiliated? I didn't know who else to turn to. Amy, you're the only one who actually knows what's going on. You warned me. You tried to stop this, and I didn't listen. And now it's all gone. Everything's gone. You used me. You used Aiden. You used Kyle. You even used a wedding planner to push through a lie. Now you want sympathy because the lie exploded in your face. I just wanted a good life. I didn't mean for it to turn out like this. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to feel like I mattered for once. You wanted to feel special, so you stole what wasn't yours. And now you've burned every bridge you ever had. Please don't say that. Don't say it's over. There has to be something I can do, something I can fix. Fix what? You think you can sweep this under the rug? This wasn't a wardrobe malfunction, Leona. This was a character assassination, and you were both the assassin and the target. I'm begging you, Amy. I can't breathe. I'm sitting in the dressing room shaking, and I don't even know who I am right now. I was supposed to be married by this time today. I was supposed to have it all. Then maybe you should have built it on something other than lies. I told you happiness that comes from hurting others never lasts. Amy, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, I'll do anything. Just don't turn your back on me. You turned your back on me first. You don't get to beg for grace when you never offered it. I didn't know how far I'd fall, and I didn't think I'd fall alone. Well, now you know. You have a long way to fall. And And once you hit the bottom, it's going to be very dark and lonely for you. The wedding planner who accepted Leona's bribe was immediately terminated and blacklisted. Since the venue didn't allow cancellations, both Leona and Kyle were still billed for most of the original wedding, which came to around $30,000. Aiden filed for paternity and won. He now has full custody of the child Leona tried to use as leverage. She's been ordered to pay monthly child support, though no one knows how she's managing it. Kyle's company was already under scrutiny, but once word got out about the wedding, he lost multiple contracts and was forced to shut down. He'll never do business in the industry ever again. The last I heard, Leona and Kyle were scraping by doing sketchy jobs in places no one could trace. Then one day, they both disappeared. No forwarding address, no social media, no apologies. Turns out, happiness built on betrayal doesn't last long, and eventually, the truth always shows up, whether you're ready for it or not.